We're going to talk about while loops in this video, what they are and how you can use them to make better games in GameMaker. This is part 2 in a series that I'm doing on the different loop types in GameMaker. The last video we talked about for loops. Link for that is in the description, so go check that out as well. So we have an object here called object while loop, and then we have key press space event, and obviously we have show message 5 times, which will show 5 different messages. If we run the game and we click space, it's going to do the obvious. This is message 1, this is message 2, all the way to 5. We're going to achieve this same effect, but we're going to use a while loop instead. So essentially, what we're going to do is erase that, and essentially all a while loop does is check for a condition to be true. And if it's true, then it's going to run whatever code that you give it. So while whatever condition equals true, run all the code in here. That's all a while loop is. And that's what distinguishes it from other types of loops. So let's go ahead and create what we just had going on. In our create event, we're going to make something called message, like a variable that stands for message. I'm just going to name it MSG because I had Chinese earlier. Okay, so MSG equals 0. Okay, just declare that in your create event. And then on our key press space, we're going to say while MSG is less than however many messages you want to display. So let's just display 5. Then let's put in our code. Show message. This is message space plus, let's finish off our quotation, plus string MSG. All right. So after that, we want to say MSG plus plus, which MSG plus plus is the same as going MSG plus equals 1. It's incrementing any variable by 1. This is just a shorthand way of doing that. So you can also do MSG minus minus. That's the same as doing MSG minus equal 1, just so you know. Okay, so let's run the game. Press space. This is message 0, 1, 2, 3, should end on 4. Okay. So if you wanted to start at 1, you would just have to add 1 here, and then you'd have to add 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to stop short of that final number that you give it. And there we go. So essentially, that's all it's doing. It's just checking that this condition is true. And if it is, it's going to run this code. So this can be useful for so many different use purposes. I mean, so many things. You could use it to search for things in the game. You can use it for while instance exists object enemy, for example. So as long as there is an enemy in the game, it will be doing certain things or different things. You know, you could do if instance or while instance count, or instance number rather. This counts how many instances of an object are in a game. So while instance number object enemy is greater than 50, you know, you could do whatever in here. Or you could say while instance number, however many enemies there are, is less than 50, instance create, let's just do depth, let's just, I don't know, 20, object, depth, object, enemy. I wonder what this will do. Surely this will work, right? Should create 50 enemies. It did not. Is less than 50. Oh yeah, duh. I got to press space. So run the game, press space. There we go. We have 50 enemies that just spawned. Exactly 50. Stuff like that. So we could, yeah. I mean, there's so much you can do in here. And all it's doing is checking that a condition is met. And if you need a reminder, a condition is what you also would use in like an if statement. If condition, run this code. So this is just checking if something's true. But this is saying while something is true, do this. Okay, so it's a little bit different. You can set these in the step event, and you'll have different effects there, because then it will constantly be checking, while this is true, then do this. So while we're under 50 enemies, create a new enemy. So if we made it, because now it's in the step event, if we made it to where it's like, okay, key pressed, I don't know, Alt, you know, with, I don't know, instance, yeah, let's do it this way. Instance destroy, instance nearest XY ID. We could probably say self, probably be better. All right, let's even see if this works. So it's not working. Let's see. Oh, okay, duh. So it can't be self, it has to be object enemy. So this is, my bad. Sorry, I had the biggest brain for it. I haven't had coffee in a while. So basically, when we click Alt, we're going to destroy whatever enemy is nearest to this object while loop. And you'll see what effect that does in combination with while however many enemies there are is less than 50, create an enemy in the step event. So now when we run the game, it's going to create those enemies off the bat. When we click Alt, it's going to destroy a random enemy. And as you can see, it's creating new ones right up there. So we just let them kind of clear out a little bit. Boom. So if I keep clicking it, it's just going to keep throwing everybody over there. And it's always going to stay at 50. Always have 50 enemies in the room. So that's a while loop. While a condition is true, run this code. And that's about it. So thank you for watching.